Okay, we are live and welcome to the pre-match show live. Obviously, today is a big match in this WPL. The defending champions Mumbai Indians are taking on Royal Challengers Bangalore. Obviously, RCB faced their first defeat of the season in their last game against DC. What a great victory that was for DC to keep themselves alive in the playoff race. But for MI, this is a must-win game because we all know that in 6 games so far, they have won only 2 games. So with 4 points in 6 games, things are not looking that good because if they manage 2 wins in this upcoming 2 games, including today, I'm saying they can maximum can reach to the 8 to 8 points. So so first of all, they have to win both these matches, and then there might be a situation where they should depend on other teams' results also, where they should look. They have to depend on the net run rate also. So it's a huge game for Mumbai Indians, but we all know that things have not been that much easy for Harmanpreet Kaur and our team. The playing 11 again, that will be a question, which will be the uh, who will be those 11 players that will turn up today against RCB, because every day we are getting surprises. One day we are get to see that they are not picking someone like Shabnam Ismail in the playing 11. Then one day, when they are deciding to keep Shabnam Ismail in the playing 11, they are dropping someone like Amelia Kate, who has been taking wickets for them. With Heli Matthews' current form, both with the bat and ball, things are not looking good. Nicola Kelly, I think me and Tushari have discussed several times already that uh, Nicola Kelly, despite performing both with the bat and ball, maybe her inclusion has disrupted the balance of MI completely. I think again all eyes will be on Harmanpreet Kaur, the batter. I think she has been brilliant so far, has shown consistency. So all eyes will be on her. And Nat Shiva Brand with the bat. With the ball, she is yet to be consistent, that we all known for, that she is known for. But yeah, I think all eyes will be on these two players. If these two players click, and then only we can see that am I doing well against RCB. For RCB, I think they should not be that much bothered with one loss that can happen. But for them, the equation is very simple, already sealed for the playoff spot. So one win in the remaining 2 games, including today, will seal their spot in the final. There is no doubt about that, because I think no other team can reach the 12-point mark. Only they can. So that is why there should be no doubt. So I think for them, they will aim for a quick turnaround. And what will be a better stage to do that by defeating MI, the defending champs? And most probably with a loss today, MI are mostly getting knocked out of the tournament. Yeah, maybe miraculously, with lots of ifs and buts, things can happen in favor of them going forward. But yeah, I think it's done and dusted if they lose today. So that is why I'm saying it's a must-win clash for Mumbai Indians. Okay, Tushari will join us. She's busy in some other assignment. She will join in a bit. Till then, I'm trying to take some questions of you, of your, and then once Tushari joins, we'll discuss together. Obviously, the toss is yet to happen, 11 minutes away. But one thing that I want to discuss before going to the, uh, you know, before going to the questions, in the comment sections, that for RCB, I think again eyes will be on whether they will go for someone like Pooja Bhastakar or not. Because yesterday, I think just like Tusheti, I also thought maybe there were one extra pacer. I think they could have gone with someone like Prema Rawat. Prema Rawat has not been used that well, especially as a bowler, though she looked good where she took those 2 wickets. I think it was against DC. DC in Navi Mumbai, I'm saying, not in the previous game, because she didn't play that. Okay, Trisha is here. Okay, yes.
You
Okay,
can hear
Trisha
me,
is,
right?
yes, properly.
Now you will
Yes,
be able to hear me clearer.
yes, absolutely.
My new
Okay.
Bluetooth headset. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Okay, Trishadip, huge game
Yeah.
for Mumbai, a must-win clash, because a loss here, mostly they are done for this season, because with 6 points, you need miraculous effort and lots of ifs and buts, to get qualified for the playoffs. So I think mostly done for them if they lost today. How important in this match for Harmanpreet Kaur and her team?
Yeah, I think absolutely important. They not only need the 2 points, what I also feel is even if they lose, and now I'm going to say something um, very complicated. Say they lose. they have to try and at least make it a close game so that
Mm.
their NRR is not affected.
Yeah.
Because, MI by now would have been out of contention had it not been
Yes.
because of their NRR. Their NRR
Well.
is the only reason that they're still in contention. So, even if they lose, it has to be, a very close contested game. The ideal result would be a win. And MI
Yeah.
generally has not been under this sort of pressure other than Eliminator. See, Eliminator
Mm.
is a knockout game, so it's a different kind of
Yeah.
pressure anyway. But other than that, MI generally has not faced this that they are facing here. And I think the
Yes,
bigger
absolutely.
problem is MI's problems have clearly showed one thing, Snehashish, that as a team, if you keep chopping and changing,
Mm.
then you can have the best of players, but you still can't win.
Yes, and I think during SWOT analysis of many teams, of this WPL, we talked about this, that every team need to sort out their playing 11 as quickly as possible to
Yes,
get the best result
yes,
out of them. And I think that has been a
yes,
problem for MI, because obviously, especially with
yes,
the foreigners, maximum most of the team face this problem regarding their Indian players, which will be their proper Indian
yes,
players that can give them results. At least their foreigners look settled. But for MI, things have been different. Unfortunately, the
yeah,
who will be the top four foreign players, that has been a problem, because we have discussed several times that Nicola Carey, despite playing so well, she has become a problem suddenly. One day they want to play Amelia Kerr, then they need to drop someone like Shabnam Ismail. Then the next day they want to add Shabnam Ismail, so they need to drop someone like Amelia Kerr, who has been taking wickets. Heli Mathews has been completely out of from both with the bat and ball. I think that is why a lot of question to be answered. Yes.
absolutely. And I think what MI has not understood or has not accepted is as a batting unit, if it is so much dependent on Harman and Nat,
Yes.
then why not, not add Haley Matthews and just go straight up and add your bowling. So make it Nicola
Yeah.
Carey, Amelia Kerr, Shabnam Ismail, and Natsiva Brandt, your
Yes.
four overseas players. Because anyway, I think the other jolt also came from the fact that G. Kamalini had a poor
Yes.
season initially, and then she was ruled out. So now, basically, they don't want two complete newcomers in the opening slot because whoever opens will be new in both the
Yep.
cases.
Yep.
Um, who opened for them in the last game?
Same, Sajana Sajivan and Heli Matthews.
Yeah. So Sajna
Mm.
is not an opener, was never an opener.
Yeah.
And, now if they don't take Haley Matthews, then probably they have to ask someone like Amanjot to open.
Mm.
So you don't want a combination of Sajna, Amanjot at the top. But since Haley Matthews is just not working, I would say because last game also I was seeing Ashish, when they lost to DC, they scored 154. And
Mm.
154 in Vadodara track is not bad at all.
Yes.
DC
Mm. Mm.
themselves were struggling, but DC had lost only 3 wickets, which means if
Mm.
MI had an extra, wicket-taking bowler, then probably things would have been very different. Because when you are
Mm.
150 odd, needing certain, 10 runs, say, or 5 runs, and you have 7 wickets in hand, it's a completely different story. Then when you have just 3 or 4 wickets in hand, so that is where I feel MI should now, going forward in the next 2 games, concentrate on wicket-taking bowlers instead of thinking about batting, because batting purely batting depends on Nat and Harman, and who have done very well.
Yes.
So
Yes. Mm. Yes. Yes. Uh, but Tushari, before going to the comments for RCB, you expect a
hmm.
quick turnaround. They shouldn't be that much bothered with their only loss so far in this season.
Yeah, I think, I mean, they have qualified. What should they be bothered about? Also, I do think that they read the pitch a little wrong. They could have done so much better. I think unnecessarily they complicated things. They wanted to go for 170, 180. I mean, Vadodara pitch, if they score 180, then they might not, they don't need to bowl. They can just simply say, you know what, you can't score 180, just go. So, uh, I think any team batting first should aim
Mm.
140, the 140, 145, and they would be fine. So RCB, I don't think RCB should be bothered. But there's one decision I feel RCB needs to take, and nothing against Grace Harris, maybe just for the Vadodara leg because of the pitch.
Mm.
Just get in Georgia wall up and give a base, a foundation to the innings, and then get in Grace Harris. For Navi
Mm.
Mumbai, I thought it was a perfect call to go with Grace Harris and stay with Grace Harris. In these
Mhm.
pitches, Grace Harris will find it very, very difficult to hit from ball one. And she's opening so that she can hit from ball one. So I think
Yeah.
that is where you need to bring in Georgia Wall up and maybe getting Gautami at three and Harris at four. So that by the time you are at four, see, mostly if you look at every bowling attack, one of their bowlers is bowling off quickly.
Yeah.
Just give me a second.
Yes. Yes. Okay, Tushari will come back in a bit, but yeah, I think Tushari was what was Tushari was trying to say that Georgia Vol might be more suited in this kind of pitches when it comes to opening rather than having someone like Grace Harris, because Grace Harris is a power hitter and she will love to see, the balls are coming onto the bat, but in Vadodara pitch we have
Yes,
often
sir.
seen that balls are not coming onto the bat, and
Correct.
that has been a problem for someone like Grace Harris, and and
Yeah, the other thing which I
and
was
it is
trying to explain,
expected.
Snehashi, sorry. Yeah.
Yes,
The other thing which I
yes.
was trying to explain is main bowlers, and we have seen this,
Mhm.
are kind of bowling out in those first 8-10 overs. So if
Yes.
Harris comes in the back of the innings, suddenly look at
Mhm.
the RCB finishing. It has Grace
Yeah.
Harris, Richa Ghosh, and then you
Narendra
have
Clark.
Nadine de
Narendra.
Klerk.
Yeah.
The other thing that every batter needs to do is play straight. Their
Mm.
straight game will be under display. But I think today high chances Smriti will score runs because there's no good off spinner in the MIP.
Mm. Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
I
Okay,
wouldn't say
Tushari.
good, I would say experienced. Sorry.
Experienced. Yes. Experienced spinners are not there. Yes. Okay, Tushari. Can you take some comments? Yeah.
Yes. The Ye is not done. What do you call it? Oh,
No.
toss is not done.
2 minutes left. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Uh, Gish, thanks for turning me into a viewer who likes watching women's cricket. From now on, I won't be asking any baseless questions. Well done, Gish. Well done. Um, Bhanumati, Trishati, which team's victory would help DC in securing their qualification? I want RCB to win and eliminate Mumbai. Yeah, if it's about DC's
Yeah.
qualification, then RCB needs to win. And by the way, if RCB wins, then Snehashish RCB goes straight to the finals, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Because no other teams can reach 12 points. So that is done.
Okay, Bhanumati, at least take them a step ahead towards elimination. Yeah, Mumbai Indians, if they can have their net run rate as they have, then I think they are still in contention.
Yeah.
Gish, one decision you would rethink if you were the captain of Mumbai Indians on their playing 11? I would not at all go with Haley Matthews after that one game. I
Yes.
would stick to getting overseas bowlers. With Nat and Herman in the kind of form they are, I don't think the batting would be tested that much. So I would
Yeah.
stick to because Gish, you know what happens, and I think this is something that throughout the World Cup also we have said, um, bowlers win you tournaments. So
Yeah.
you should have. I feel Amelia Khan not playing the other game did not have enough wicket taking bowlers because see Sanskriti Gupta and all to become wicket taking bowlers will need a few more
Right.
innings, a few more matches. So you have to really wait on them. So yes, Hanumati, Snehashish, is it just me or do you think Smriti has been losing her shape while playing those big shots initially? I'm now concerned about this.
No, I think both me and Trisha they have pointed out that on several occasions it seemed that she is losing that shape, and I think it has been a problem for her. I think in the World Cup also we are seeing that thing when she was not scoring runs at the start of that tournament. I think from that South Africa game she started to score runs,
Yeah,
scored those 50, and then in England game she scored those 80 runs maybe. So I
right.
think it has been a problem, but yeah, I think she always looks up to her batting very closely. She always try to
Yeah.
point out the mistakes closely, and I just think that going forward, going into the Australia series maybe, and then England series and World Cup, I think she will be fine. But yeah, I think The problem is more than pacer against spinners only, against off spinners. I think that is where I think she needs to work on. So let's see how she does.
There's one more thing, you know what, Snehashish, I feel, and this could if I ever meet Smriti like that, and if I can chat with her, I will obviously tell her that I think she overdoes it at times. इतना
Hmm.
पढ़ाई लिखाई करने की जरूरत नहीं है, you know. She knows how to play cricket, so she doesn't need
Ah,
to like every session. She meticulously goes through
yes.
every single ball she has played. At times, when you do that, I feel you're overcrowding your brain, which is something maybe Smriti doesn't need to do because she has been in super form for the last 2 years in
Yep.
bilaterals, right? Maybe
Yeah.
in important matches, then it is a pressure, right? That she does not perform. She knows she doesn't perform. She wants to perform better, and at times I
Yeah.
feel that can complicate things. Uh, I think the toss should be done. Check Kallo.
Yes.
Bhanumati,
Okay.
who do you think is a better captain between Harman and Smriti in terms of tactical calls or decisions? Um, at times I felt it's Smriti, at times I felt it's Harman because,
Yeah. Very, very 50-50 call.
yeah, very 50-50 call. It depends on what are the tactical calls, I would say.
Yes.
I feel it's a very even thing, you know,
Hmm.
between them. Gish want RCB to win the title, but also fine if DC wins. I would want Jemmy to lead DC to victory. Yeah, I would like Jemmy, you know. But if it's RCB versus DC, I think the best part is two Indian captains. One of them will be, taking the trophy.
Yes.
Of course, I want DC to win. That's a different story altogether. Mohit 836, this might be the first
Okay.
season that MI fails to qualify. RCB, DC, GG going to qualify this season. Let's hope
Yes.
so. A lot
Okay.
depends on today's match, I feel.
RCB
Yes,
have won the toss and they have opted to bowl first.
nice. I would say nice and tough for Mumbai.
Yeah.
Tough.
Tough for me.
The
Okay.
settlement
RCB
total
no
here
change.
is a little different.
No change for RCB. So no
Right.
Prema Rawat. Again the
Right.
same.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think in this pitch they would get in Prema Rawat.
Hmm.
I did not think so. I think they would still. It will be interesting to see Snehashish if the RCB bowlers have learnt and start bowling back of the hand slower, or at least slower,
Yeah.
the cutters.
Yes.
Not
Yes.
everyone has
And
to bowl
again,
back of the hand.
the fielding will be an area to watch out for today.
They're bowling first, right? I think fielding will be fine.
Yeah. Mm.
It's always when you're stopping the target that's where fielding goes here and there.
Pretty sure.
Yeah. What about Mumbai? Have they got any changes?
Uh, no, I am yet to get the update. Let's see. Mm, no, yet to
Okay,
get the update.
Gish is
I
saying, do
will
you
share.
think
Yeah.
UP Warriors are undermining the importance of a keeper? You need a solid person behind stumps who can help. Ah, sorry, Snehashish.
No, no, all fine,
You're getting stuck in between, Snehashish.
all fine.
Do you think UP Warriors are undermining the importance of a keeper? You need a solid person behind stumps who can help with the setting of field and DRS calls. Shweta does not cut being a keeper. I completely agree. And I thought in the auction only they got it wrong. And why would you
No.
not why would you actually not take a proper keeper when you have a keeper? And you had enough options. Like someone like Nandini Kashyap could have worked absolutely fine with Meg Lanning as an opener. But I just thought, putting Shweta Sharavat in that role, especially when Shweta was yet to establish herself as a batter, turned a little opposite for you.
Yeah.
Gish is
Okay.
saying, why is
Actually,
UP not using more?
for
Yeah,
Mumbai, no Nicola Carey. She is
yeah.
out due to an injury. So Amelia Carey is back in place of Nicola Carey.
Now they have finally got their four.
Yes.
But Nicola Carey expected because she did not bowl and I think our viewers also expected it.
Mm.
Last game, she did not bowl her quota of overs. In
Mm.
fact, Amelia
Mm.
was fielding for her. Mm, oh, fair enough. But still, I feel Haley Matthews has a long way to go. Haley Matthews needs to bowl well.
Yeah.
Also, okay, this will sound absolutely controversial, but Amelia Kerr also needs to get back to groove. She someone might take some time to adjust to the
Mm,
pitch.
mm.
Right. Gish is saying, why is UP not using Deepthi? If they didn't need her, they could have sent her to Delhi. They would have used her better. Even Prema is being underutilized by RCB. I agree. I
They could have sent.
didn't.
They could have sent to her to DC. Wow.
No,
Gift.
I understand what Gish means because Delhi. No, Delhi was the team that bid for her
Yes. Yes.
aggressively, right? It was
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
that UP took
Right
her.
to match kind.
I feel
Yeah.
you think so? You think so?
Yeah, I think just think if Dipti Sharma was in Delhi squad for this season, just think
Oh,
about the lineup of Dipti of DC, both with the
and I
bat
think
and
she
both
would
in
have
the
been
bowling.
utilized much better.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And I think I think there you see, see the finishers. After Mason Cap,
Yeah,
you have someone like Dipti, then you have someone like Chanel Henry. So it's fantastic. And then with the ball, to support someone like Enshri Chari, you have someone like Dipti Sharma. Snehana has been on and off form, but yeah, I think Dipti would have been a
yeah,
great addition. But yes, I think with the planning, I think they have gone wrong. I think don't using Dipti that much with the new ball, then not
yeah,
using Dipti that much in the back end of the innings. Even and I have said several times, I think we both have said that the number five position should be sealed for Dipti Sharma
yeah,
across any
yeah.
format. Whether any kind of a
After her
situation
World
doesn't
Cup
matter.
performance,
Yes.
how is it still a doubt?
Exactly. Exactly. That is the main question that across any formats and
Yeah,
irrespective of any situation, she should bat at number five. And I think that is where I think
correct.
OP has gone wrong, and I think that has been a problem for them.
Yeah, that shows in their points table. Unfortunately,
Mm.
I feel so.
Mm.
When you have
Yeah.
an all-rounder like Deepthi and you do not utilize her well, it shows.
Yeah.
Gisht, and don't even want to mention about Nalla Reddy. Don't know what happened with her. She got first-hand experience of watching the match live on field. And I felt so bad when you sent me that reel about her father,
Yeah.
came to watch the match. I mean, come on, yeah. One over
Yeah.
to dena hi chahiye tha.
Mm.
Gisht, key matchups you're looking forward to see today. I'm sorry for all the inconvenience I caused in the previous episodes. You guys didn't deserve any of that. Subscribe to your channel. Thank you so much, Gisht. And you
Thank
know
you. Thank
what?
you.
I, today's questions that you have asked, Gisht, shows you understand the game and you love the game.
Mm.
Maybe we had said something about certain players which you did not like or something that you did not like. And we are sorry if you felt that we are
Yeah.
targeting your favorite player. We are not targeting anyone. We just give our views and opinions. Key matchups today. Um, you go. You say two of your matchups, Nehashish, then I will say two of mine.
I think first of all, Lauren Bale or Sally Sadkare versus Helly Matthews. I think the current form of Helly
तुम
Matthews.
डिसाइड करो और नहीं चलेगा टू मीन्स टू
Okay, then Lauren Bill versus Helly Matthews, and then
ओके
then from the second innings, if I see, I will go with um, uh, Amelia Kerr versus Georgia Hall. I think it will be interesting.
ओके I think Shabnam Ismail versus Georgia Wall,
Yeah.
and first innings would be Harmanpreet versus Lauren Bell. Okay. Bhanumati, why is Gisht acting weird today? Did something happen? Is he fine? You don't know whether Gisht is he or she. Who is this bot? Gisht changes faster than the wind. No, yeah, I mean, come on. If he or she is being nice
Yeah.
and and wants to know about cricket, please just welcome him or her to the family. Bhanumati Singh, do you think RCB is going to stick with the same playing 11? Okay, this was before the toss, and they have stuck. Nicola Carey might be dropped today. Her inclusion has disrupted the balance of Mumbai, though she has done well. It just hasn't worked out. Yeah, but she has been dropped because of her injury.
I mean,
Uh, yeah. No, see, MI is playing in Nicola Carey because their overseas players aren't in their best shape and they have been in and out. That's why they have been forced to play Nick. They will drop her next year. I do think that they will drop her next year.
mm.
Bengali from Germany. Wow. Um, will there ever be a KKR women's team? As that will be. could with the Bengal Pro T20 League. Of course. एवर तो बहुत बड़ा टाइम है एवर तो हो ही जाएगा.
Yeah. Hoga,
Which
hoga.
headset are you using? I am using new something. This was a former colleague of ours had suggested this, and I pick up. I think it's New Republic, some cyber stuck. It's called. I got it from Blinkit. If you want to know. Okay, wait, where did I lose all the? Here. Gish, Nadine de Clark would be a key player today. I think with the ball, she would be a key player. Batting, I'm not
Yes.
100% sure,
In
Gish,
the
because of the
in the
pitch.
reverse fixture also she done well, 4 wickets with the slowers and all. In the reverse fixture, the
Hmm.
opening game of the season.
Hmm.
So
I've just read another comment a little below this. Hilarious. But yeah, continue, Sneha.
no, I was just saying that in the reverse fixture she was fantastic with the ball, 4 wickets with the ball, and obviously you all remember how destructive she was with the bat. She ended the game for RCB. So yeah, I think she will be a key player to watch out for.
Why did MI buy back players like Saika Ishak, Sajna, Amelia for 3 crores and Megan? Megan? Megan कौन है? They haven't been in their best form for over a year. किस मेगन कौन है थोड़ा बताओ बाकी साइका आई फेल्ट साइका has done well in domestic so
Yeah,
Jhulandi must be seeing her being the mentor of Bengal
closely.
I must have felt that left arm spin option Sajna I thought has done well whatever opportunities have been given but I think it's being unfair on Sajna to ask her to open the battle.
Yeah, yeah,
Amelia Kerr, I would say, has relatively done better than the last season. With the ball, anyway, she does well. With the batting, one of the innings, she did score some runs. But yes, I understand. She has not played a match winning hand as such, even with the bat or the ball. So, yeah. Next comment is absolutely for Snehashish, and this was the comment which made me smile, laugh, whatever. But Zero
yeah.
Four Three Two One is saying, slightly off topic, Trisha, is your striking co-host single?
वाह क्या क्या कमेंट आ रहे थे ये ठीक
I'm
है
guessing
नेक्स्ट
that's the case, Zero.
Yeah.
Gish, I love pitches that favor bowlers. Until unless you're saying that to, you know, just support me, I think you are the correct person. Mohit, are overseas captains not prioritizing Indian players as much as overseas players? Ash does use Indian players, but Meg looks clueless with Indian players. Communication gap. I don't think communication gaps, Nehashish. Do you think it has also got to do with the fact that probably Abhishek Nair wouldn't know much
Yep.
about Indian women's domestic?
Mm.
Same as
Mm,
Michael Klinger wouldn't know much
Yes.
about Indian women's domestic. And then, of
Yes.
course, Meg and Ash don't know much about women's domestic.
Absolutely. And I think Saba Karim sir said the same thing that when you have an overseas captain to lead a side,
Hmm.
the role of the in a team management, the role of having Indian members in a team management become
Hmm.
bigger. They need to come
Hmm.
out, speak to them, and make them understand that you need to pick this player because this player have done this thing, or this player can
Hmm.
do this job for you. Because they will not
Hmm.
understand with one practice session or maybe few practice sessions. They will not
Hmm.
go back and see the highlights of the what they have done in the last 1 year in the domestic circuit. So I think they are,
Hmm.
all the so for that, first of all, you have to keep quality Indian people in the team management. Gigi have not
Hmm.
done that. I think for UP, what is
Hmm.
still they have some, but again, the
Yeah.
communication between the overseas captain and the team management of those Indian
Hmm.
members have to be
Hmm.
prominent and full of
Yeah.
clarity. Okay, so
Yeah.
because we know that this players can do this job for you, so we need you to
Yeah.
pick up this players, and I think that can
Yeah.
help the overseas players at least in the first few games. Then after 2 3 games, she can easily understand the role of that player going forward. But at least in the
Yes.
first 2 3 games, I think the role of the Indian members in the team management becomes bigger for that overseas player to understand the role of domestic players.
Absolutely. Mohit, also one thing I hate about WPL is ghettoization. Indian players, especially domestic ones, in one ghetto and overseas on another, assimilation issues. Mohit, first of all, I admire your English. I really like it. And by the way, for people who have not understood what is ghetto, It's basically it means that Indian players form one group and overseas players form one
Yeah.
group, which is something we have seen a lot in teams like GG and UP. Even
Mhm.
when it comes to wicket celebration, you will see the overseas players are on one side and the Indian players are on one side, which is why you can understand that there is a gap, and it's not a gap where people hate each other. It's a gap which comes from not playing with each other, not knowing each other well. That is a problem. Mohit, Nicola Carey lacks big hitting skills, an issue if she comes down the order. I don't think she lacks big hitting skills. Do you think so, Snehashish?
No, no. See, I think she always go for big shots after being set, because her role is to anchor the innings. Her role is not to come
Hmm.
out and score 30 of 10 balls.
Yeah.
Her role is to score 70 or 80 of 45, 50 balls and being not out
Hmm.
at the end of the innings.
Hmm.
To secure that at least one end, and other batters can go bang
Yeah.
bang from the other end. So I think
Yeah.
she knows her role, and she has been fantastic throughout all these years for MI, for
Yeah.
England also. And I think, yeah, I think no, I think power hitting has not been a problem for her. Yes, because of the role that
Who
she
are you
plays,
talking
she needs
about?
to. Nat Shiva Brand, you were saying, na?
No, we asked about Nicola Carey, Snehashish.
Oh, Nicola, I
You
had
were
Nat.
lost from that single comment. No, wow.
No, 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 no. I had Nat. Sorry, sorry. Okay, for Nicola,
Okay, wow.
uh,
Yeah.
mm, for Nicola, I think the same thing. She is not someone that can score you, that can help you scoring 30 of 10 balls. She needs some time also.
Of course
She's a
she
very
can, but she has done that in WBB. In fact, she
she's
did that. Yeah, she did that in one of the innings in this WPL only, Papa. Nicola Carey can hit big.
yeah, but
Can she?
especially in this stuff, in this kind of track, maybe she will struggle a
Yeah,
little bit.
in Vadodara, I agree with you.
Yeah, in this kind, yeah, maybe
She's
she will
not
struggle.
raw power. She's not raw power
Yes,
like the
yes.
Richards, the Grace
Yes,
Harrises,
and
the
Nadine De Klerk, yeah, she is
yeah.
not that kind of a batter, but yeah,
I agree.
uh, yeah, she can play those long innings also if needed according to situation. But maybe in this wicket she will struggle a little bit, and unfortunately now that injury has happened also. So yeah,
Mohit, am I tinkering with openers has hurt them a lot? Also, not getting
yeah,
successful in power play bowling, as no one to complement Shabnim Ismail. They needed a domestic quick, or at least they needed to back Nalla Reddy as much as DC. I have really liked, the way DC has backed Nandini Sharma. I feel
yeah,
Nandini has a longer way to go. She needs to learn a number of things, but the way she has been backed is it's actually Abhi, how can they bring Pooja Vastrakar? It does not look nice to keep her outside 11. I think Pooja will still take some time to come in the 11. And
and
I do think that it is because she's not 100% fit. Otherwise, you would get her in place of Arundhati. So I don't think it has got anything to do with, you know, not wanting her in the team. Anjali, hi Trishadi, whose captaincy do you like, Smriti or Jemmy personally? It is too early to say that I like
yeah,
Jimmy's captaincy, but I'll tell you what is the difference I've found out between Harman Smriti and Jimmy's captaincy. I'm saying Harman Smriti because I feel Harman and Smriti's
very
captaincy is
similar.
very similar. With Jemmy, I think Ish, because of the extra energy that she has, she's proactive, she's a thinking captain, and she's a learning captain. These are the three
Yeah,
things that I've observed which makes me tilt a little towards her. But it has only been 6 games. So we really need to see a little more of her. Because remember, WPL is not your absolute captaincy test. Because, say, for example, you decide when to bring in Marizane Cap. That's correct.
yeah,
Jimmy decides. But what ball Marizane Cap will bowl and what is the fielder that will be set, that Cap does it because she's a legend. So there, probably Jemmy is not putting in a lot of thought. With Nandini Sharma, she has to. So how many Nandini Sharmas and the Prema Rawats can she handle? Is the
mm,
bigger thing. In fact, that is why if Jemmy is not playing international cricket, I think instead of
mm,
making Radha Yadav the captain and sending her somewhere, make Jemmy the captain and send her in these tours.
mm.
Abhi, my bold prediction today, I think MI will get all out today. Then,
Okay.
okay, post show we will come back to this, Abhi. Abhi, I just feel like Nandini Sharma, who is purple cap holder, does not actually deserve considering the type of wickets she took mostly. Bowlers wickets very overrated. I don't think Nandini Sharma is overrated. And in on the contrary, I think she has been bowling quite well. Yes, you can say she has taken bowlers' wickets. I agree with that because there is a lot of wickets which has come down the order. But wickets are wickets in this kind of pitches where you have batters till 8, 9. I mean, and okay. So if you have to consider um, her wickets and think about deserving, then फिर ऑरेंज कैप के लिए भी तो देखना होगा कि कौन से बॉलर्स के अगेंस्ट है अगर इंडियन डोमेस्टिक के अगेंस्ट है फिर वो रन तो आप बोलोगे डिजर्व नहीं है सो यू कांट काउंट ऑन दैट अभी स्नेह डू यू थिंक स्नेह ओ अच्छा स्नेहा शीफ का स्नेह बन गया आई थॉट स्नेह राणा से पूछ रहा है क्या डू यू थिंक गौतमी नायक इज प्लेइंग केयरलेस शॉट्स especially in last match maybe unnecessary. She should stick to balance play rather than stroke play. Good question.
Yes, I agree to that because in the last match, the kind of shots she played and got out, I think it was totally unnecessary at that point. She could have stayed. I think in the game where she scored those 73 runs, she did the same thing only. She stayed there.
Hmm.
Initially, she was not looking that good, not comfortable enough.
Yeah.
But ball by ball, she got confidence, got some boundaries, and then she started to play her shots. I think that should be her
Yeah.
template in every game. It's not like that, okay, in one game I have scored 70 runs, so I can now go and start playing shots from the ball one. It is not that much easy, especially in this kind of
Hmm.
track in Vadodara. So I think
Hmm.
even today, if she gets another chance, I think it's better to take for her to be there for some time,
Yeah.
take some time and then play your shots, then she can score runs. But yes, I absolutely agree. In the last game she played a very reckless shot. She came
Unnecessary.
down
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
ground. Yeah, she came down the ground and missed the ball, and it was a easy stumping. So yeah, she could have done better.
No, she was bold. She was bold.
She was bold, right? Okay, bold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She played all over the ball, and that shot
Yeah.
was not even on. There was a cover
Yeah,
fielder.
I think
Where
it
was
was
she going to hit
challenging.
that ball?
Yeah, it was against
Yeah.
challenging, I think. Yeah. Mm.
See, even if she had connected, the way she
Mm.
played it would have straight gone to Jemmy at covers. So
Point,
I don't
point.
think the shot was
Yeah,
on.
because it was already out
Bengali.
of our reach.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Mm,
Bengali
mm.
from German. Why has this become a question? স্নেহাশিস সিঙ্গেল নাকি এই কোয়েশ্চেনটা স্কিপ কেন করা হলো ইলাবোরেট উত্তর চাই মানে কি
বাপরে বাপ! তৃষাদি তো বলে দিয়েছে অ্যান্সার।
হ্যাঁ সিঙ্গেল ঠিক
ব্যাস,
আছে
ব্যাস হয়ে
মানে
গেল।
কাকিমার নাম্বার দেবো নাকি পরের বার আপনারা কি কন্ট্যাক্ট করবেন okay, Abhi, I think Australia players supporting Australia players, the kind of backing Beth Mooney is getting, someone like Tanuja Kanwar is not getting
Mm,
because Tanuja has not done anything wrong, so badly utilized. I completely agree. And
yeah,
with Tanuja, I get absolutely irritated the way Tanuja has been used. She has so much potential. And you remember, Sneha, you and I were covering the domestic game.
yeah.
And even in a railways team, you could
Mm,
understand how Tanuja is different from the rest of the
yes.
10 players. So the quality,
It-
purely
mm,
talking
mm,
about
mm,
quality.
mm, mm,
Other
mm.
than Tanuja, I thought Pratika was the one who
Yeah.
felt like they belonged there. And Sneh Rana. These were the three players who seemed out of that 11 that they are international level players.
Mm.
Pratika had not made her debut back then. In fact, you and I were saying she should make her debut, and then that
Yes.
eventually happened. But yeah, to be honest, I feel absolutely wrongly utilized, underutilized. Abhi, the other example is Rajeshwari Gaikwad. Look, when you
Yeah,
utilize her properly, she got you three important wickets. And
absolutely. And I think
Simon, hmm,
just like Dipti, Tanuja should have batted a little bit up in the order. I
correct,
think she should have batted.
correct,
Mm.
correct. Simon Mitra, RCB should win today, ideally.
Okay.
Also, you know what? I feel the way RCB has played,
Mm.
they deserve to go to the final directly.
Yes.
Abhi, it's also lack of domestic knowledge in most of the teams. When you keep head coaches and
Mm.
people who are from overseas, they don't have any idea on domestic women's cricket. I think there are so many better experienced players. Yes, I agree. Ushnik. It is difficult to break a winning combination, but RCB should have a second thought to use Prema in this leg. Despite having Radha, RCB is now over dependent on Patil. Patil is who? Oh, it's Shriyanka
Sriyanka.
Patil. Okay. Guys, use the names. Surnames confuse me a lot. I'll tell you why surnames confuse me because you guys probably don't know, but there's a bowler called Anuja Patil, you know. And I was thinking, Anuja is in RCB, how? So, um, Denver, the segregation of foreign players versus local came from a multitude of factors, that is, social skills, language barriers, comfort level, and personal traits like being an introvert, etc. But Denver, it's not there in all the teams. That's the problem. No?
Mhm.
Okay, Shivraj Kali is asking who will win the match today. Shailesh says Mumbai Indians. I'll take prediction from Snehashish and we'll tell what I think. Uh, Before that, let me take the last two questions. And I think the last question will actually interest Snehashish. Anjali, I think DC is the very best team bonding between overseas and Indian. Your thoughts? Yes. And
Yes.
see, you have to say kudos to Laura Woolworth and Madison Cap because they are
Mhm.
so much senior. Lizelle Lee also, you know. But Lizelle Lee, Chanel Henry, these are fun characters. So mixing
Mhm.
with them is easier. Lucy Hamilton is of the age of the Shafalis, the Nandinis. So it's fine, mixing is easier. But with someone like Marizanne Cap and Laura Woolworth, who are introverts, who do not talk much, who are extremely serious about their own cricket, and then you have Jemmy jumping on them. You have Shafali coming and they're telling Marizanne Cap the sixes you hit were very bad because it's with someone. So, and them entertaining that. And then Marizanne Cap was very frustrated last night.
Yeah.
But when Jemmy jumped and, Jemmy, um, she was gracious enough to, pick her up and say
Mhm.
it was all her credit that she brought me back. So I thought it is also on how the overseas players make themselves less intimidating. Sorry, I
Yeah.
got a call. It is
Yeah.
also how about the overseas players make themselves less intimidating. I was
Mm.
seeing, in fact, when that Delhi's, backstage was put in the social media, that
Oh yes.
Marizanne Cap was actually sitting with Shafali, and and Jemmy was sitting on Laura Woolward's seat. Like Laura was sitting and Jemmy was sitting on the handle. And they are big
Mhm.
players. To provide that space is what I'm saying. Kudos to them. So they came forward, which is something I don't see a
Right.
lot from Ash Gardner or a Bethany. Can you say something, Snehashil? Because I
No, no,
think I
no,
can't hear you.
no, no. No, I just said point. Good point.
I can't hear you.
Hello. Not hearing?
Say something.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Okay,
Hello.
anyway, I'll just
Okay.
hello, hello.
Hello. Hello.
Okay, anyway. Um, Denver Johnson is saying Devina Perrin deserves a place in next year's WPL, a very talented youngster. Um, yes. Sneha, should you answer on Devina Perrin next year? I'll just join back.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I think she is a very exciting prospect for England. And I think before the 100 tournament, which one me and Tushari, did some lives, during the 100 tournament, I think we before the tournament only we told that Devin Appiah is a player to watch out for. I think she did well and she scored 100 also, if I remember correctly. So even at one stage, even we are thinking that we will not be that much surprised if she is in the squad for the England, England squad for the upcoming T20 World Cup. But yeah, I think now it is too late. We'll not see that. But yeah, I think after this World Cup, I think Devin Appiah slowly, I think development will come into the T20 setup of the England senior team, and I think she is a very exciting prospect. We saw her in action in the Under 19 World Cup, and I think yeah, in the Under 19 World Cup only she showed the glimpses, the power hitting that she has already, and not only power hitting, she can also anchor anchor the match also, anchor the
Yeah.
innings also. So I think overall, in the 100, as we mentioned, as I mentioned earlier, in the 100, only both me and Trishadi were excited to see her in action. She scored 100. and we are very happy that okay, at least what we have thought of her, I think she delivered. So
Mm,
so we are happy
mm.
about that thing. But yeah, but after this T20 World Cup, I think she will be in the contention radar for England senior team, at least in the T20 setup. And going forward, I think she can play in the ODI setup also, because she is a very exciting prospect.
Yes. So I'll take a few quick comments. Ushnik says Gigi started with a bit of surprise, finally found the rightful place. I don't think Gigi has settled yet. Um, GG versus DC तो काल के आज के ना तो MI versus
Yeah,
RCB आज के. Sports fan, if RCB beats MI, can MI pack their bags? MI can pack their bags, but I think it depends on how badly they get beaten. If they get
yeah,
beaten, Mohit Patel, I think due to money dynamics, player like Parveen and Uma Chetri didn't get placed. They had base price of 30 lakhs or 50 lakhs. Guys, don't comment anymore because we have to obviously go and watch the match. Watch along to nahi hai, free show hi hai. So, but Uma Chetri, in fact, I heard from sources that Uma Chetri's friend had put the price of 50 lakhs,
I
and
was.
that kind of backfired. Unfortunate, but yes, I agree with you. They should have put 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, and then they would have been,
Mhm.
in the team. Before we go, Snehashish, my prediction is I think RCB will win.
Yeah, same for
What do
me.
you think,
I
Snehashish?
also I also think RCB will win this game.
Right, then let's close the show if both of us think RCB will win.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Trishadi, for
Well,
joining
not
in.
like if
Thank
we
you,
thought
everyone,
MI
for
will win, we
joining.
would have done a watch along.
Yes, that is not the case. But yeah, thank you for joining in, Trishadi. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. And obviously, let's enjoy the game. Hopefully, a good match is waiting for us. Till then, take care and enjoy the game. And let's meet in the post match show. Thank you.